IV push problems, calculating minutes and seconds. Let's look at example 1. Doctors order 250 milligrams of XYZ in a vial labeled 125 milligrams per 2 ml. Drug book states push XYZ at 80 mgs per minute. How many minutes and seconds will it take to push this drug? So I look to see what I'm solving for, and I'm solving for time. I'm solving for minutes and seconds. So I'm put that over at the end. I'm solving for minutes, how many minutes, and seconds, how many seconds. I can use a formula for that, and that formula is doctor's order over 1 times what the drug book states. It says to push it in so many minutes, so push it in amount of time, and also to push a certain dose. So I have time over dose. So in this problem, I'm looking for the doctor's order, and the doctor order is right here at 250 milligrams. So 250 milligrams over 1 times what the drug book states, and I'm going to put the time on top. So the drug book states 80 milligrams per minute. So 1 minute goes on top, and 80 milligrams goes on the bottom. So I can cross out my milligrams, and I'm left with minutes. And so when I do the calculation, I get 3.125 minutes. The 3 represents minutes, the whole minute. So 3 minutes. But then I'm left with 0.125 of a minute. And so I need to calculate what that is in seconds. So 0.125 minutes, and I do a time conversion of 60 seconds is 1 minute. So my minutes cross out, and I'm left with 7.5 seconds. And I round that to a whole number, and so that number would be 8. So my answer is 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Let's look at example 2. Doctor's order 250 milligrams of XYZ. You have XYZ in a vial labeled 125 milligrams per 2 ml. Drug book states you should push XYZ at 3 mLs per 2 minutes. How many minutes and seconds will it take to push this drug? So again, we're solving for minutes and seconds. I look for the doctor's order according to my formula, and the doctor's order is right here, and it's 250 milligrams over 1. Then I look for what the drug book states that I should push this drug, and it's pushed in 3 mLs per 2 minutes. So according to my formula, I put the 2 minutes on top, and the 3 mLs goes on the bottom. Then when I look at it, I see there's nothing I can do. I can't cross anything out, so I know I'm not finished. So now I take a look for the available. The available in this problem is going to be the 125 milligrams per 2 ml. So the 2 ml goes on top, and the 125 milligrams on the bottom. Now I know I can cross out the milligrams, and I can cross out the milliliters. And when I do the math, I end up with 2.6666 minutes. Well, my whole number, the 2, is my 2 minutes. Then I need to calculate what 0.666 of a minute is. So 0.6666 of a minute, and I times that by 60 seconds, my time conversion is a minute, and that gives me 39.99 seconds. And so when I round that to a whole number, I get 40 seconds. So my answer is 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Let's take a look at another problem. The drug you are giving, Feel Better Soon, can be pushed at 3 mL per minute. What is the minimum amount of time you would need to push for 0.5 mL? Answer in minutes and seconds. Record your answer using 0 decimal places. So again, I'm solving for minutes and seconds. The doctor's order in this problem is 4.5 mL. So 4.5 mL over 1. Looking for what the drug book states. The drug book states that it can be pushed at 3 milliliters per minute. So my time goes on top and my 3 mL goes on the bottom. I cross this out, the mLs cross out, I'm left with minutes. So when I do the calculation, I get 1.5, and that's minutes. So the whole number, the 1, is my 1 minute. Then I need to take what 0.5 of a minute is, and I can do a conversion. 0.5 minutes times 60 seconds is 1 minute, and that equals 30. So 1 minute, 30 seconds is my answer. Let's take a look at an example number 4. An NPO patient needs his blood pressure controlled, so the healthcare provider orders an Allopril 1.875 mg IV push Q6 hours. Each 1.25 milligram of enalapril should be pushed over 5 minutes. How many minutes and seconds should this medication be administered over? So again, I'm solving for minutes and seconds. So I look for the doctor's order, and the doctor order in this problem is 1.875 mgs. So 1.875 mgs over 1. Then I times it by the instructions, the push instructions that the drug book gives me, and it says that each 1.25 milligrams should be pushed over 5 minutes. So my time goes on top, the 5 minutes goes on top, and the pushed dose goes on the bottom, which is 1.25 milligrams. My milligrams cross out. I'm left with minutes, and when I do the calculation, I end up with 7.5 minutes. So again, my whole number is the minute, so 7 minutes. Then I have 0.5 of a minute and 0.5 minutes times my time conversion, which is 60 seconds over 1 minute. My minutes cross out, and I end up with 30. So my answer is 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's do just one more example. In example 5, your patient is nauseous, so you decide to administer a PRN dose of Zofran 6 mg as the doctor ordered. Zofran can be administered 4 mgs over 3 minutes. How many minutes and seconds does this medication need to be administered over? So I'm solving for minutes and seconds. So I'm looking for the doctor's order, and the doctor says it's a dose of 6 milligrams of Zofran. So 6 milligrams over 1 is my doctor's order. Then I need to know the time that it can be pushed over, and it can be administered at 4 milligrams over 3 minutes. My time goes on top, the 3 minutes goes on top, and the 4 mgs would go on the bottom. My milligrams will cross out. When I do the calculation, I end up with 4.5 minutes. So 4, the whole number, becomes the 4 minutes. I need to calculate the 0.5, so 0.5 minutes times 60 seconds is 1 minute, and that equals 30. So my answer is 4 minutes, 30 seconds.